Alright, hun buns. It is the end of the day. I'm sorry, my back is itching. It's time to go home. And so we can get some rest. Like I said, I look like who done it, what for, who in the hell left the gate open, and who got ran over. That's what I look like right now. I'm tired. I tried my best to make it work for the day, honey. I sit up there, I say around, sorry, I'm trying to get this seatbelt together. Where's my hook? Okay, let's get this. There we go. I say about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Between that and 12, right? Sleep started coming down on me. It was coming down on me, knocking on my eyelids. They were like, "You up still? You still up?" Oh man, we ain't doing our job right. Kept knocking at my eyes. "You sure you still up?" Shit. Oh my goodness! I'm not a spring chicken, as the elders would say. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Trying to stay up all night and go to work ain't happening. And that's for me working overnight and then going to work my regular shift. Some days I'm able to make it through and I'm good till I get home. And then there's other days like today to where, like I said, sleep start coming down and I ain't even realize I shut my eyes. Honey, I had my earpiece in, I had my earphones on, I finished up the spreadsheet and stuff I was working on, right? And like I said, before I know it, I was dozing off. A coworker had to come tap me like, "Hey," she said, you snoring." I was like, "Huh?" She said, "You snoring?" I was like, "Oh my gosh." This is how you know when you're tired. Because I was snoring at my desk. Didn't even realize I had even closed my eyes. And I think the other contributing factor was it's freezing cold in the building. It is so cold in the building, it's not funny. So you're sitting up there, even though I might have my jacket on and everything, my hands are still freezing. You know, my feet are still cold, my legs are still cold. Like my jacket is keeping my arms from being cold, and that's the other thing. It'll be so cold in there, you'll be sneezing sometimes. And so, like we did get a little bit of news today that one of our co-workers, I think I explained to y'all or told y'all when I was sitting here ranting and raving, right? And he was trying to figure out, if his mom had to get tested because she takes care of his grandmother. Well, the mother tested positive as well. So the coworker will continue to stay out until his results come back, like his test results come back, to say if he has it or not, right? Now, this is what they're telling us, that they came and told us this morning. But unfortunately, they haven't said what we're going to do if his test does come back positive. Because besides this week, other than that, he's been in the office with us. You know, he's been in the office with us, and they just start making people wear masks in the building. I believe that was Thursday or Friday last week. So before then, you're just walking around, right? So everybody's body, just like I was telling you yesterday, that everybody's body is different of how they deal with sickness, illness, germs, and things like that. Everybody's body is different, and they don't always reflect the same things. Close to it sometimes, but not always the same, right? So, with that being said, you know, a person could walk around at this day and age and not show any symptoms on it and could have it. And so they're waiting on that, but they're not saying what are they going to do beyond that. And I guess they don't want to jump the gun or put that out there like, okay, well, if his stuff does come back positive, this is our next steps and procedures that we'll do. And to me, that's kind of a little thing to where you can put people's mind at ease of what is going to happen as for in the workplace. You know what I mean? And I think that would be a little bit better, but that's not my call. Like they said, that's above my pay grade, okay? So, only thing we can do, I swear the center of my back is just itching. Only thing we can do is just, you know, wait until they give us some more information. But as for right now, we are wearing a mask. And so, they gave out another mask today. But that mask was very thin. Like, if I yawned with that mask, because I took my mask off, because, you know, with my mask on, I don't know, maybe because I was tired or whatever it was, it just felt heavy. So I put the mask that they gave us, which is like, you know, the little surgical mask that you put on, right? And that was very light. But the thing that I noticed, like if I yawn, and you know how you yawn, and because you have the mask on, you don't do the same mannerisms as covering your mouth, right? Which I wasn't doing. I'm like, I got the mask on, I can yawn. So as I'm blowing the air out, I just happened to slip and put my hand up there while I was yawning, and I could feel my breath. And I was like, okay, I don't think this mask is a mask considered to be for N95. So I don't know exactly what y'all gave us, but you know, with what you just explained to us, that it could be a possibility, I don't think that you guys should be giving us a mask that you can basically find in your doctor's office or the clinic. Those aren't necessarily N95s. The ones I think that are N95s are the ones that are in the hospital. So I'm looking like, this is just flimsy, and it doesn't fully cover your mouth because it puckers. Like here, and on the sides. And I was like, nah, man. I said, let me go and put my own mask back on. After my coworker tapped me and told me I was smoking. I guess because I was breathing so well, you know, and everything, and it was just light on my face. Baby. I said, nah, let me go and put my mask back on. So I put the other one back in the drawer. And I said, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stick with this. Now, I did end up ordering 2 more masks from off of, it's the website I went to was tparts.com. That's www. No way, shape, form, or fashion are they paying me before somebody be like, they paying me. Ain't nobody paying me a damn thing. I'm just telling y'all where I went to go get my mask, because I had people all night long asking me, and all morning long asking me where I got my mask from. They like my mask. So I'm just trying to tell you, if you caught the video the other day, or the one, no, I didn't put my mask on this morning. I don't think I had it on this morning. I can't recall. Because I'm here, but I ain't here. If that kind of sort of makes sense. Like when you tired, you not as sharp. Okay? So, they just kept asking me about my mask. Where do I get my mask? They like my mask. And so it's, like I said, the website is www.t as in Tom, E like Edward, parts, P as in Paul, A as in Apple, R as in Roger, T as in Tom, S as in Sam, tparts.com. Okay? That's it. Put in the search engine, mask. And, I guess I'll put it in the video. I'll put in the website and also the link, because if you use the link, you can get $10 off as well. Because the mask that I have is like $16.90, and then they have another one that's like $53 or $59, I think it is. That's supposed to have a double filtration on it. So I ordered another one that's like the one I have, and I ordered one of the double filtration, because like I said, I sent the 2 extra ones that I originally ordered. I ordered 3 in the beginning, so I can have one in the house, one in my, in the vehicle, and one at work, right? Well, I ended up sending 2 of them to my mom for her and my great aunt. And so, matter of fact, she should get that today, because I sent it off on Monday afternoon, when I was out running errands on my lunch hour. So she should get that today. And from there, I was still down to the one that I'm only using right now, right? And I was like, okay, I still want to be able to have that safety net. And, and I guess it's a thing of mine. I like things in 3. Okay? So, I ordered 2 more. So, therefore, I can have what I have, like, the double filtration one. Once I get it, I'm gonna wear that one for while I'm in the office. And the other one that I wear now, I'm gonna keep that in the car. And the newer one I'm gonna keep at the house. To me that makes sense for me. Can't say this makes sense for everybody, but this makes sense for me. And one of the other coworkers asked me today, and he was like, for real, I like your mask. He was like, you didn't order any more? I was like, no, because I only ordered originally for myself. And so I said, I can tell you the website, and I can tell you how much they cost. And he was like, they don't come in packets of 10? I was like, not on this website. They didn't show anything as a pack of 10. They showed them as individual. But I was also telling my best friend, I said, there's another website that has it's supposed to be the N95 mask that come in a pack of 10. But they're $53 or $58 for a pack of 10. So, they don't look like the ones that I have. But they're supposed to cover your whole mouth up from side to side, right? And so I told her I have to go back through my phone and try to find that website. Because you know how you're going through your browser, and so your browser's not caught up to have your phone slowing down and dragging. You delete and remove website and pages from your phone. I do that from time to time. So if I decide I wasn't going to use that page or purchase anything off the page, or I didn't want to look at that page anymore, that wasn't what I was interested in, I would delete it. So I think I deleted it. I'm not too sure. So I'm going to try to see if I see the infomercial, or, well, I can't even say it's an infomercial, the advertisement for it again. If so, then I'll click on the link, and I can let my best friend know about it. And just work from there. Now my other best friend, he does have a heart condition. And he sent me a message because he was like, for real, I like your mask. Like, I want your mask. I want one. And I was like, I don't know if you guys remember this old, I don't think it was I don't think it was a New York Times commercial, but it's an old commercial that people are standing there. It's 3 guys and 3 girls, and the guy puts on the record, and they're playing all the greatest slow jams that's going on right at that time. And the guy was like, oh man, you gotta let me borrow this, and let me know if you've seen this commercial before, because if so, we in the same age bracket, okay? But he was like, oh no, my brother, you gotta go get your own. So he takes back his album, right? And I told my best friend that when he was like, I want your mask, I want one, can I need, what he said, I want your mask, or I want one. And I was like, oh no, my brother, you gotta get your own. I said, but you stay safe now. And so, we sit here, LOL, and stuff back and forth, and text messages and stuff. But I did order him one with the double filtration on it, because he does have a heart condition. And with that, he also takes care of his mother and his uncle. And so with him going to their homes to go take care of them or help them with their medication or the cleanup or go to the grocery store or whatever needs to be done or accomplished, paying bills or whatever, he's more susceptible, just like they are, as being his mother and his uncle, because they're older as well. But he's more out in the elements on a daily. So I was like, I said, all right, I got you. And I ordered them for him, and I sent it to him. I played the expedited, so he can have it. Because things, you don't know how it's going to change and what's going on, and where everything's going, how the dust settle, as they say, in the end. So, and I was telling my sister about it, because I also talked to my sister today, right? And I asked her about, my nieces and stuff, of how they were doing, because they're grown. My nieces, they're grown. They're not babies anymore. They're still auntie's babies, but they're not babies anymore. And she said they were doing fine. They were doing okay. And she was asking me, why did I buy my best friend a mask? I was like, well, if you're on a fixed income, because, he's not able to work. His heart is not even up to the full 50% of functioning. And so I said, when you sit up there on a fixed income, you not necessarily can afford to buy this. And you're probably not going to be able to, like I heard that some states are making people as mandatory that they can't come outside without a mask on. They can't go in the grocery store without a mask on. And these are some of the restrictions that some of the stores are doing, or cities or states are doing. And you can't really blame them for that, because, like I said, you just don't know how the dust is going to settle when all this is said and done, right? So it's better to be precautious, be careful as possible, and, still go on about your life, but still be precautious. Because one of the co-workers I was working with last night was like, I'm not going to be dictated to, and dealing with this virus that's going on right now. You know, if it's a part of my path and that's my timeline and that's, you know, that's how I'm supposed to go, then that's how I'm supposed to go, which I understand what she meant by it. You know, like I said this before. I said this before to people on a different video. When it comes down to it, you cannot control the day that you are entered into this world. It's not up to you. You being that infant, that baby, you don't control the date and time for that entry. And you don't control the date and time for when it's time for you to, as they say, take your last bow and exit. Okay? These are just my thoughts. This ain't nobody else's, so I don't have time for going back and forth with folks. And what you believe is what you believe, and I ain't gonna knock you for that. You're welcome to your opinion. Have fun with it. I'm just telling you from me and my perspective of how I understand what she's saying. And I told her, I said, well, even with that being the case, right, still be precautious. Still be careful. Nobody's saying to stop your life or what you're doing. What they're asking you to do, the government, local, you know, from local government all the way up to federal government is saying, we need you to be careful with your life. Love you enough to be careful with your life. It might not come out right all the time about what they're trying to say or implement and do. The bottom line is, love you to take care of yourself. That's what that is. I think it was Como that I was looking at, that they had on the Daily News clip, that, you know, he was saying, like, you got to fight. If you happen to contract the virus or whatever, you're going to have to fight. Just don't lay down and take it. If you're able to move around, move around. If you're able to get your stretch on, get it on, you know. But just don't, you know, unless it overwhelms you and, like, just takes over you. He said, just, you got to move. You got to fight. You got to move. You got to fight. You got to stay hydrated. You got to eat your fruits. You got to eat them vegetables. Get them natural vitamins out of them. The fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Get your vitamins out of them, okay? And so, I don't know my time, my moment, or when my exit stage left will be on this earth. I don't know. But what I can do is try to take care of me and what I'm doing on a daily to stay safe. And that's no joke. Because when the supervisor this morning was coming to tell us the update on one of our co-workers, and so he was like, you know, so if you guys aren't feeling well or, you know, something is changing for your health or anything, just, you know, let us know. I said, no. I pointed over to my other coworker, right, the one that tapped me and was like, you snoring. I told him, I said, yeah, she got to go home. She need to go home. He was like, oh, why? What's wrong? I said, nothing. She just got to go home. And so we like busting up laughing. I happened to be on the phone with my best friend. He was in my earpiece. He said, you ain't shit. You just wrong for that shit. You ain't shit. And I fell out laughing. I said, how you gonna say I ain't shit? He said, you just wrong for that. I said, I was just joking. I said, you know, ain't none of us, you know, going home not unless they send us home. And I said, yeah, every time, you know, I hear somebody be like, tell someone you ain't shit, the only thing I can hear is that song in my head. You ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't shit. And I start busting up laughing, right? So, I just, you know, find certain things humorous. Everybody else might not get my humor, but I found that to be humorous. So, we did pretty good. We did pretty good today, honey buns. I didn't even ask y'all how was your day. Remember this morning I said I wanted to sit up there and come home and be on like the Star Trek and Tron's level of Zoom, to where you sit up there and look up, and before you know it, you at home, and you looking like, oh my goodness, like for real, I made it to the house. It was like that speed of light, that breaking the barrier, and it's, whoo, I'd have made it home. Okay, now, what you say now? What? Is that I running my mouth so much that I ain't really pay attention of how I was, how things were going. But like I said, my best friend wanted to tell me that I wasn't shit because I was super telling one of the supervisors there on our floor that my coworker needed to go home. He thought that was funny. So, and then the funny thing about it, like soon after he told us that and walked away, she just started sneezing like crazy and coughing like crazy. I said, see, look. I said, I told y'all to send her home. I said, where the hotline at? I said, I'm turning y'all in. I'm turning people in left and right. That's I said, what's the hotline number? I said, I'm about to turn folks in. And the other coworker on the other side of the cubicle from us, and he was like, somebody, what you waiting for? He told my shucks. He said, get them call him. He says, few people in here need to be called on. And I was just cracking up laughing. We were all just dying of laughter from there, right, this morning. So the early part of the morning went by smoothly, right? It was getting around to lunchtime to where somehow or another I went from being up and alert in my head to, before I know it, somehow I ended up to and did not know till you get that tap. Hey. You're snoring. And that's like, oh my gosh. I'm just saying. I made the best of my 16 hours, okay, y'all. I just made the best of it, and I'm glad I made it home. Because, honey, my bed ain't never looked so inviting to me in my head, my mind, my body, and soul right now. I kid you not, okay? So, I'm glad I made it here safely. In one piece, no hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstanding. I pray that you have done the same. I pray that you've had a blissful day. I don't know if you're at home. I'm not sure if you got to your destination, but I pray you got to your destination in one piece. In one piece, I kid you not. Like, it was just, smooth sailing, like it was for me. Just smooth sailing. Like you were getting your Smokey Robinson on, cruising, baby. So, I'm gone in this house. And I know, like, it won't be the video like it was yesterday where I kept on with one story after another after I parked this vehicle. That won't be it. Because I'm about to end this, okay? I'm about to end this so I can mosey myself in that house. Because I was really a part of the Get Along Gang. I did not lie to you when I said I was going to be a part of the Get Along Gang hard when I got off work today. That I was going to be on the next level to the 10th power of King Julian. I like to move it. I did not lie to y'all when I told you that. At all. Baby, if I ain't keep to my word today, honey, it is what it is, and it was what it was. But I tell you what it's going to be. Kim going to be in that house. And she going to climb herself in her bed. And she going to get snug bug in the rug. And go to sleep. Knock the hell out. I haven't ate anything since about 7 o'clock this morning, which was the egg white bagel this morning with a few fries. A handful. So, baby, I'm not even caring about eating. It could be air pudding right now. I'm going to go knock out until it is my body say, you can wake up. Go on. We're going to let you go and get up. Get on. You good. Okay? I'm about to go knock out. Like if I've been knocked out by Tyson himself, just you know, that's just it. I'm trying to go knock out and go to sleep. So I'm going in this house, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll see you in the morning. All right. I'll talk to you later.